Hi, Aria.
Until you walk, run, fight, a mile in her shoes, don't you dare stand in front of me and tell me what a woman must do. She must swing from chandeliers for undeserving spouses and paramours who deny her suffrage by day but crave and praise her womanly wiles by night. Good enough to fuck but not good enough to vote. She must go from the beauty... Until you walk, run, fight, a mile in her shoes, don't you dare stand in front of me and tell me what a woman must do. She must swing from chandeliers for undeserving spouses and paramours who deny her suffrage by day but crave and praise her womanly wiles by night.
Y'all.
Good enough to fuck but not good enough to vote. She must go from the beauty of Africa to the horrors of Massa, go from titties dangling bare and shameless to being branded licentious, temptress, embarrassed. Go from land of yams and heat hot to land of cash crops and seller's block. Go to being branded licentious, temptress, embarrassed. Go from land of yams and heat hot to land of cash crops and seller's block. Go. I a woman, and ain't I a woman? What a woman must do. She must wipe away tears and reclaim strength after rape, abortion, lover's betrayal, husband's abuse, tricking to buy baby shoes. She must be called a muse, which is just a synonym for use. Put upon pedestals, dainty and protected, and because of that disrespected, victorianized, victimized, made a paradox of famous anonymity, left to go insane with too much femininity, staring at the yellow wallpaper, her heart open, her legs any place of power reduced to labels like concubine. Any place of power reduced to labels like concubine. What a woman must do until you walk, run, fight just 1 mile in her shoes. Don't you even dare stand in front of me and tell me what a woman must do.
I like that. Let me turn it down a little bit. We'll get started soon, but we're just listening to Deaf Poetry Jam. We're listening to the best of Deaf Poetry Jam. This is Ursula Tucker.
Until you walk, run, fight a mile in her shoes, don't you dare stand in front of me and tell me what a woman must do. She must swing from chandeliers for undeserving spouses and paramours who deny her suffrage by day but crave and praise her womanly wiles by night. Good enough to fuck but not good enough to vote. She must go from the beauty of Africa to the horrors of Massa, go from titties dangling bare and shameless to being branded licentious, temptress, embarrassed. Go from land of yams and heat hot to land of cash crops and seller's block. Go from God names to no name to his names. Now black, now inhuman, freedom stolen, family stolen, now beholden but still golden, field howling. And ain't I a woman? And ain't I a woman? What a woman must do. She must wipe away tears and reclaim strength after rape, Abortion, lover's betrayal, husband's abuse, tricking to buy baby shoes. She must be called a muse, which is just a synonym for use. Put upon pedestals, dainty and protected, and because of that disrespected, Victorianized, victimized, made a paradox of famous anonymity, left to go insane with too much femininity, staring at the yellow wallpaper, her heart open, her legs open, warm and welcoming, waiting for phone calls that never come, waiting for words of appreciation that never come, waiting for equal pay that never comes. It just never comes. Waiting for love, waiting for acknowledgement, not judgment, waiting. And when seeking or achieving any place of power, reduced to labels like concubine, cunt, bitch, whore, stunt, witch, dyke, and none of those are her name, and none of those have ever been her name, your name, or my name. What a woman must do until you walk, run, fight, just 1 mile in her shoes. Don't you even dare stand in front of me and tell me what a woman must do.
I like that. I like that. Okay, let me share the live and get some people in the room. I'm trying to okay, I did that. Okay, we'll see. Okay, we're gonna go to the next poem. We're gonna listen to some death poetry jams.
In New York City, please give it up to John S. Hall.
America totally kicks ass. Strongest nation on earth. Nobody can kick our ass. Nobody can fuck with us. We are motherfucking hard, like a gangster with a 9 by our side, except there's no 5-0 gonna roll up and beat our ass down, and we're not really criminals because there's no international law. No international law, because there's no international courts, and there's no international courts because we refuse to recognize any court that might ever try to stop us from doing whatever the fuck we want. No trials, no courts, no laws for America, so we can do whatever the fuck we want, and we're not even criminals. Doesn't that kick ass? What an excellent country. And we've gotten rid of our hypocrisy, too. We used to make bullshit excuses for whatever it is we wanted to do. We would tell the world it was because of human rights, or that country's a dictatorship, or they attacked first. We don't do that anymore because we understand. We don't have to justify ourselves. We don't have to tell the rest of the world shit. We do whatever the fuck we want for one reason, and one reason only. Because we can. And all those other countries, they can suck our dick. They can bend over and take it up the ass, because the rest of the world is America's bitch. Half the world works for pennies a day to make us fat and rich. The deal is they maybe get to eat, we get cheap clothes, cheap oil, whatever the fuck we want, and if they don't like it, they can suck on it, because the rest of the world is America's bitch. What are they gonna do? Gang up on us? Ostracize us? Let them fucking try. We are America, and we will fuck them up. And if they ever try to hurt us, we'll just use it as an excuse to go even more medieval on their ass, because we can. Because America's all powerful. America kicks ass, and America doesn't have to answer to anybody unless or until God or the space aliens come to kick our ass.
Now that was interesting.
From Brooklyn to Air Hamas.
I want to read this piece tonight for my brothers, Samih and Ahmad Hamad. It is a revision of first writing since. There have been no words, no poetry in ashes south of Canal, no prose in trucks driving debris and DNA. Evident out my window in abstract reality, Sky where once was steel, smoke where once was flesh. Please, God, let it be a mistake, the pilot's heart, the plane's engine. God, please, don't let it be anyone who looks like my brothers. I don't know how bad a life has to break in order to kill. I've never been so hungry that I willed hunger. Never so angry as to want a gun over a pen. Not really. Even as a woman, a Palestinian, never this broken.
Oh, wow.
Ricardo on radio said in his accent thick as yucca, I will feel so much better when the first bombs drop over there. A woman crying in a car parked and stranded and hurt, I offered comfort, a hand she did not see before she said, we're gonna burn them so bad. My hand went to my head, and my head to the dead Iraqi children, the dead in Nicaragua, in Rwanda, who vied with fake sport wrestling for America's attention. People saying this was bound to happen, let's not forget U.S. transgressions. Hold up, I live here. These are my friends and fam. Me in those buildings, and we're not bad people. Do not support America's bullying. Can I just have half a second to feel bad? Thank you, woman, who saw me drinking cool and blinking tears, opened her arms before she asked, do you want a hug? Big white woman, and her embrace only people with flesh can offer. My brothers in the Navy, I said, and we're Arabs. Wow, you got double trouble. Word. One more person asked me if I knew the hijackers. One more motherfucker asked me what navy my brother is in. One more person assumed no Arabs or Muslims were killed. Assume they know me, or that I represent a people, or that a people represent an evil, or that evil is as simple as a flag and words on a page. We did not vilify white men when McVeigh bombed Oklahoma. Give out his family's address or church, or blame the Bible or Pat fucking Robertson. Networks air footage of Palestinians dancing in the street. No apology that hungry children are bribed with sweets that turn their teeth brown. Correspondents edit images. Archives facilitate lazy journalism. And when we talk about holy books, hooded men, and death, why never mention the KKK? If there are any people on earth who understand how New York is feeling right now, they are in the West Bank and the Gaza Strip. Bush has waged war on a man once openly funded by the CIA. I've read too many books to believe what I'm told. I don't give a fuck about bin Laden. His vision of the world don't represent me or those I love. But I've signed petitions for years to out the US-sponsored Taliban. Shit is complicated, and I don't know what to think. But I know who will pay. Women, mostly colored and poor, will have to bury children, support themselves through grief. In America, it will be those amongst us who refuse blanket attacks on the shivering, who work towards social justice and opposing hateful policies. Either you are with us or with the terrorists, meaning keep your people under control and resistance censored, meaning we got the loot and the nukes. Never felt less American and more Brooklyn than these days. These stars and stripes represent the dead as citizens first, not family, not lovers. My skin is real thin, my eyes are darker, the future holds little light. My baby brother is a man now, on alert, praying 5 times a day. The orders he will take are righteous and not weigh his soul down from the afterlife. Both my brothers, my heart stops, not a beat disturbs my fear. Muslim, gentle men, born in Brooklyn, and their faces are of the Arab man, all eyelashes and nose and beautiful color and stubborn hair. What will their lives be like now? Over there is over here. Across the river, burning rubber and limbs. Rescuers traumatized. Skyline brought back to human size, no longer taunting gods. I cried when I saw those buildings collapse on themselves like a broken heart. I have never owned pain that needs to spread like that. There is no poetry in this. Causes and effects, symbols and ideologies, mad conspiracy here. Information we'll never know. There is death here and promises of more. There is life here. Anyone hearing this is breathing, maybe hurting, but breathing for sure. If there is any light to come, it will shine from the eyes of those who look for peace and justice after the rubble and rhetoric are cleared and the phoenix has risen. Affirm life, affirm life. We got to carry each other now. You are either with life or against it. Affirm life.
Interesting. That's interesting. We're gonna listen to some more before we get started.
When you look at my brothers, what's your first impression? Does the sight of us leave you guessing, or do you understand the stressing, the aggression, the look of no hope on my niggas' faces, like the Lord overlooked us when he handed down his graces? You see, embraces fall short on the numb tips of street entrepreneurial fingers, stuck in the walls of the project halls where the coke smell still lingers. External blingers is all we can be, because on the inside we've been given nothing to shine on. And the gig is harder to get than coke, so niggas get they grind on, because the TV tells us, aim high, nigga, make all goals lateral. But that takes paper that we don't have, so niggas put their souls up as collateral now. Some niggas reclaim them, some blame them, make an excuse to sell them. But when a nigga goes from not doing to doing, what can you tell him? Not to be a nigga? Shit, I got to be a nigga, that's how I pay the bills, and I'ma do that whether I got to sling this coke or exploit these rhyme skills. See, America makes you an opportunist, and at the same time they institutionalize you. So the fact that niggas get these big record deals, big money, and then go to jail shouldn't surprise you. That's what lies do. And most of these guys do have raw talent, just infantile education. So the business feeds them all the weed and ecstasy and a little bit of paper to provide some pacification from all the bullshit frustration they serve you. Meanwhile, they corrupt your perception of what the real is. See, they taken all our businessmen and made them drug dealers. Took all our messengers, made them rappers just flapping their jaws, afraid to admit their treason. Took all our soldiers for the cause, made them killers for no reason and being fucked up. Well, that's in this season, so if you're negative, you're positive, and if you're positive, you're called a hater. But I maintain control of my soul because I know it gets greater later. And I told y'all the last show, I'm no hater, I just know what the truth is. I've been intertwining this pudding for a year now, so I know where the proof is. It lies in these midtown Manhattan skyscrapers where former hustlers sign papers and do fucked up capers. About 16 infamous stars at a time. Got them chopping and bagging and serving that shit to niggas 16 bars at a time. And the crime is undetectable by the feds because in the heads of our kids is where the track is. And music shoots straight to the soul. It's so potent, so it's much more addictive than crack is. Now, the high is just an illusion, lies and confusion, but just for that rush, just once these young bucks will go through it. So in essence, they're still flooding our streets with thugs, drugs, and killing. They just using these record labels to do it. Taking our heartfelt demos, putting us in limos, trying to fuck up our direction. And most niggas is trained to chase money and pussy, so we fall victim to our own erection. Convincing ourselves that we're on our way somewhere where we're not going, but ignorance is bliss, and niggas love this, so niggas take pride in not knowing. We not growing. Nigga, I give a fuck how slick you flowing if you ain't showing these kids nothing or adding nothing positive to the earth. See, I've been destined to touch this world since the day I was born. To be honest, fuck a deal. God gives me what I'm worth.
Our next guest is a very, very, very special person, a very close friend of mine, a very dear poet to all of us, and it's a pleasure to have him here. It's definitely a pleasure to bring him out to all of you. Without any further shenanigan, please give it up for Saul Williams.
Whereas break beats have been the missing link connecting the diasporic community to its drum-woven past. Whereas the quantized drum has allowed the whirling mathematicians to calculate the ever-changing distance between rock and stardom, we do hereby declare reality unkept by the changing standards of dialogue. Statements such as, keep it real, especially when punctuating or anticipating modes of ultra-violence inflicted psychologically or physically, will henceforth be seen as retroactive and not representative of the individually determined is. Motherfuckers better realize, now is the time to self-actualize. Studies show that when a given norm is changed in the face of the unchanging, the remaining contradictions will parallel the truth. Equate rhyme with reason, sun with season. Reject mediocrity. Your current frequencies of understanding outweigh that which has been given for you to understand. The current standard is the equivalent of an adolescent who's sick to the diet of an infant. The rapidly changing body would acquire dysfunction and formative symptoms and could not properly mature on a diet of applesauce and crushed pears. Light years are interchangeable with years of living in dark. darkness. The role of darkness is not to be seen as or equated with ignorance, but with the unknown
right now we're
and the
listening
mysteries
to
of
some of
the unseen.
best
Thus, in the name of Robeson, Godson, Hurston, Akhenaten, Hatshepsut, Blackfoot, Helen, Lennon, Kahlo, Kali,
So we'll listen to this
Torah,
for a little bit
Lilith,
longer.
Lord, Whitman, Baldwin, Ginsburg, Kaufman, Lumumba, Gandhi, Gibran, Shabazz, Siddhartha, Medusa,
about
Guevara,
8:30.
Gurdjieff, Rand, Wright, Banneker, Tubman, Hamer, Holiday,
Yes, please tap and share. Tap. Are you feeling this red? Like, I feel like this red is cute.
Gay, Hathaway, Hendricks, Cootie, Dickinson,
No, not yet.
Riverton,
Thank you for the gifts. Please share and send hearts. Thank you for the gift.
Shiva, Ganesha, Yamaya,
The goal is
Ogun, Kennedy, King, 4 little girls, Hiroshima,
10,000 hearts.
Nagasaki, Keller, Biko, Perone, Marley, Magdalene, Cosby, Shakur, those who burn, those still aflame, and the countless unnamed.
And then I'm gonna do some original pieces too. I think I'm gonna do some pieces so I can
we are not afraid of the darkness.
create
We trust
some
that the moon
content.
shall guide us. We are determining the future at this very moment. We know that the heart is the philosopher's stone. Our music is our alchemy. We stand as the manifested equivalent to 3 buckets of water and a handful of minerals, thus realizing that those very buckets turned upside down supply the percussive factor of forever. Let your children name themselves and claim themselves as the new day. For today, we are determined to be the channelers of these changing frequencies into songs, paintings, writings, dance, drama, photography, carpentry, crafts, love, and love. We enlist every instrument, acoustic, electronic, every so-called gender, race, sexual preference, every person as beings of sound to acknowledge their responsibility to uplift the consciousness of the entire fucking world. Any utterance unaimed will be disclaimed, will be maimed. 2 rappers slain.
2 rappers slain. That, you know who that was, Saul.
I have one of my closest friends, one of my heroes, my companion. What more can I say about this brother without further ado? Shenanigans from me, Def Poetry, New York City. Give it up for my man, Common.
We actually saw that with some. Hi, D.
Power to the people, y'all. Power to the people. I'm gonna do this joint.
We
It's
listened
called
to
Be
some.
Known. Don't wanna be known
few more
for
minutes
clothes
of
that don't match. Wanna be known for what I did for blacks. And if I'm known as a pimp or a Mac, it's these rap niggas that I pimp slap. Known to interact with soldiers who only know attack. Get a little paper, I don't know how to act. Known to stay committed, but never attached. Said I'm the best to hit it.
Thank you for the friendship,
Now I know in this game you can't relax.
Please share,
No, y'all
tap,
wanted
and
resurrection.
invite.
I came, I'm back. No, sometimes Mike wish he never came back. No, sometimes Mike wish he would have stayed black. Got more love for Oprah. Now I know she gave back. A Chicago nigga, we known to be laid back. Brave, black, and beautiful. I'm also known to be. It's the C, y'all know it's me. Not knowing the future, I don't repeat the past. When I go, I want to be known like El Hajj Malik Shabazz. I stash. I don't know how long this'll last.
I'm sorry, gotta stop it. So did you hear what he said? Let me rewind it a little bit.
Not knowing the future, I don't repeat the past. When I go, I want to be known like El Hajj Malik Shabazz. I stash.
Who's El Hajj Malik Shabazz? Can somebody tell me who that is? I know y'all know. I know y'all know who that is, right? Who's El Hajj Malik El Shabazz? Malcolm X. That's Malcolm X. Oh, you didn't know who that was? And I actually caught the end of his name. Hi, Regina. I caught the end of his name. And I was like, wait a minute. So let's repeat let's replay this. Okay, I'm gonna start it from the beginning because clearly Common is spitting facts in here, and I probably missed some stuff. But when I heard, I recognize you should always be able to recognize. You should always be able to recognize truth. Are you kidding me? You don't know who L. You don't know X. Okay, now this is the real X right here. Okay, let's replay it.
Power to the people, y'all. Power to the people. I'm gonna do this joint. It's called Be Known.
Be known.
Don't wanna be known for clothes that don't match. Wanna be known for what I did for blacks. And if I'm known as a pimp or a Mac, it's these rap niggas that I pimp slap. Known to interact with soldiers who only know attack. Get a little paper, I don't know how to act. Known to stay committed, but never attached. Said I'm the best to hit it. I'm even better with raps. Now I know in this game, you can't relax. No, y'all wanted resurrection, I came, I'm back. No, sometimes Mike wish he never came back. No, sometimes Mike wish he would have stayed black. Got more love for Oprah, now I know she gave back. A Chicago nigga, we known to be laid back. Brave, black, and beautiful. I'm also known to be. It's the C, y'all know it's me. Not knowing the future, I don't repeat the past. When I go, I want to be known like El Hajj Malik Shabazz.
So, listen. He said, not knowing the future, I don't want to repeat the past. I want to be known like El Hajj Malik Shabazz. Now, his name is actually El Hajj Malik El Shabazz, but I caught it. Did you see me clock that? I clocked that like, what? Rewind, Common. Rewind. Did you see me catch that? So I see OTM Black said, no, he didn't know. Good catch, mama. And he says, I only know him by Malcolm Child. I can't believe y'all don't recognize. You did not. Are you serious? Hi, T. Are you serious? You didn't recognize his name? Oh, my goodness. Yes, keep tapping, keep tapping. Okay, let's finish the poem. Common is spitting, and I almost skipped over this one. This is called It's the Best of Deaf Comedy Jams. And I don't see the name of it.
I stash. I don't know how long this will last. More money, more snakes in the grass. I don't know what it is with white girls getting ass. Oh, I know what it is. It's cash. I don't know why J-Lo moves so fast. I know it's in your blood for you to move your ass. I know most of us won't remove our masks. I know the truth, the news ain't go flash. I know it's a trend for people to bush bash. Hope it pop enough so the days of bush pass. No, it's nothing in the world that I can't grasp, including Sanaa Lathan's beautiful ass. I'm looking... Brother, stand, no disrespect. Including Sanaa Lathan's beautiful ass. I'm looking through the glass, knowing it's a lot to touch. I know enough to know I don't know much. Peace, y'all.
I bow. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. I bow. Now that, it was good. Now, you know that last part about Sanaa Lathan Common. No, sir. No, sir. He apologized. Did you hear him he tried to look like apologize in there. You did so good. Why you add that little piece in there? You didn't need that, sir. You did not need that. You killed him with Malcolm's Muslim name. You killed him. You killed him. You dropped the mic right there. He could have stopped right there and people would be like, who's... And I was like, do you... And y'all said no. Y'all said no. Okay, so that was Common Deaf Poetry Jam. So we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, guys. Now that, actually, I'm going to have to save that one. Hold on. I got to save that because I really like that. Hold on. Let me add that to the playlist. Let's add that to let's add these to the playlist. They had some really good ones too. I don't remember hearing that one. Okay. Learn something new every day. That's true. That's true. That is true. You saw my face. That's true. So, okay, so we're going to change it up a little bit, because although I love listening to other people's poetry, I need to make sure that I'm engaging. You love my hat? I asked Freedom, I said, Freedom, do you like the hat in the red light? Clock it. Clock it. Don't stop tapping. Tap, tap, tap. Goal is 20K hearts. Okay, so we're going to change up a little bit. We are going through episode 6 of the Poets List. Now, you can find, my name is Nichole Shirell. I am your girl, Nichole Shirell. I am her, she is me, the original, authentic Queen Bee. And you'll find me every Tuesday and Thursday, exclusively on TikTok. 6 o'clock, I'm sorry, not 6 o'clock, y'all. Sorry. 8 p.m. Central Standard Time to 10 Central Standard Time. Now, we started this a couple weeks ago, and our goal is to build and grow this dynamic of poetry. The only goal we have is actually to share our love for the art. We encourage everyone who has a piece that is actually recorded, recorded somewhere on YouTube, Instagram, send me the link and we will add it to the playlist. The replays are available on my YouTube channel, The Vault. It's included with the podcast list of The Vault, so you could go over there and follow and check out all the wonderful episodes that are over there. Not only will you find the Poets List, but you will also find information about the new podcast that's coming up that is called The Forum. And you will also find, in addition to the Green Gas Gala podcast, which is a panel podcast that is held on Wednesdays. The last episode for that podcast will be next Wednesday. That is live exclusively on TikTok as well. So, make sure you tune in. It's an all-star panel. Now, I have a list of poets. I found some of them, and Dee found some of them, and he submitted them. But after I play some, I want to make sure that I'm also sharing my pieces as well, and I want to make sure I do them live. Because when I perform, I don't perform my pieces. Hi, Maserati Mikey. I don't perform my pieces to the track. I use an instrumental, so that means I'm not using, a pre-recorded. I'm talking over the lyrics, kind of like karaoke style. I don't do that. I use the instrumental and I perform. But tonight I'm gonna do all a cappella pieces. Okay. So the first poem that we're going to get into, and what I want you to do is, as you are listening to these pieces, we have to make sure we're more interactive. Make sure you keep tapping, but in between taps, go ahead and say how you like this piece, right? Do me a favor. Let's run up the comments. We need comments, we need taps, we need gifts, we need it all. So we need follows, we need shares, we need it all. So as you are listening to the pieces, comment how you feel about the piece. How does it touch you? I'm going to pause in between to find out, your answer. So I will be reading the comments. But I'll play the whole piece in its entirety, then I will press pause. Okay, so the first poem is by Anaya Florence, and it's called Collard Greens.
Do you want to have a wait list of dream clients? Having worked as a psychotherapist and coach for over 20 years, if I could offer coaches...
I pretended to like collard greens for the first 20 years of my life. Let that nasty, grassy, green shit slide down my throat like a good girl. Swallowed and smiled, more grimace than grin like, okay, that's so delicious. And the lie tastes like acid on the tongue, like regret, like wishful thinking. I wash it down anyways, because it's just habit like that. I've just been programmed that way, to eat whatever crosses my plate, to know I ain't going nowhere till that shit is spotless, to be grateful I have anything to eat at all. And my parents made sure I knew my free will won't free, that my choice won't a choice, that I was going to eat regardless if I liked it or not. And growing up in a household where no is more curse word than nigga means no gets caught in the back of my throat like neck bone, a thorn in my thorax waiting to be hacked up like ham hock. No, be a barrier, be a boundary, a broken bone, a bullet begging for me to pull the trigger. So the first time I told a nigga no, and he didn't listen, my body froze. It remembered supper time before I could and said, you better eat whatever crosses your plate. You ain't going nowhere till that shit is spotless. Be grateful you have anything to eat at all. So I was, and I did, because that's what good girls do. Shrink ourselves until we're small enough to swallow whole. Let our bodies be a rest stop. Force feed ourselves collard greens for 20 years instead of saying no thank you. I hate that shit. So when I have kids, I'ma make sure they know that no be a battle cry. Dare you to fucking try me. Goddamn right, because God forbid their autonomy be absent. God forbid their bodies only know what it can do for others. God forbid they choke down nose like chewing gum and spit out sanctuaries like sunflower seeds. No is my new favorite word, as in no. You can't fuck me, or no. This shit ain't yours. This shit all mine. No. You don't tell me what to do with this body, and no. I don't want none of your nasty ass motherfucking collard greens.
Now she snapped. Hey, Sleek D, welcome to the live. She snapped. She snapped. Let's see who else has joined. I see Poetry by Ink. I think that's Inky. Welcome, welcome. If you are not following, please follow. Thank you for the follow. Hi, I am great. Welcome, welcome to the Poets List. This is an opportunity for you to join us and listen to our list of poets who have, I found some of these, but if you are a poet and you have content that is on YouTube or Instagram, you can send me the link. Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, we go through the list, and I also do some of my own stuff as well. Now, that first poem was from Anaya Florence called Collard Greens. And Dee says, loved how she made the correlation with saying no to collard greens and saying no to real life situations. I know, but I do like that, but I really, the trigger, for, like I do like the correlation, but the trigger of collard greens to that, woo, that means she hate collard greens. Like, wow. That is such a powerful piece. Her passion, as she is explaining how she moves us from the beginning to the end, that was deep. That was deep. That was deep. Y'all don't forget to keep tapping the screen, sending hearts. The goal is 20,000 hearts. That was deep. I really liked it. Her name is Anaya Florence, and the title is Collard Greens. Now, you can feel the emotion in her voice. Yep. You can feel the emotion in her voice. Now, that poem reminds me, D, of the poem. And I know you're going to be like, that is not how the poem goes. But D has a poem, and I still remember this poem. I don't know the whole poem. But every time he does a poem, I want him to do this particular poem. And of course he does not. But does some of the lines, a couple of words, I should just say, because I don't really remember. But in my head, I remember it saying, basically ask somebody, who are you? I can't even remember how it goes. We need that poem. It was like something like you're disgusting and hide behind the bar in a trash can. Something like that. You know what I'm talking about. Can you type the lyrics in the comments? Because I change it all the time. Can you please type just, the piece I'm talking about? And can we get that recording so we could play that next week? Thank you kindly. Love you, mean it. Okay, so now we're going to play Matt Capone and a poem we have not heard from him. This one is called Intimacy. Here we go.
All right. Tell me you love me without saying a word. Spell it in cursive with your tongue on my curve. See, intimacy be deeper when we both being heard, and the sex be the best when you done getting on my nerves. Then my hate yous during sex hit harder when I fill you up with girth, but I still got enough longitude to touch your latitude and reach the circumferences of your earth. Sometimes when she's insecure, like she don't remember her worth, I gift her with orgasms, because sentimental gifts always work. Candles lit and foot rubs, because the last dude she was with forgot to put her first. You can literally make a woman orgasm without penetration. You just got to know how her mental works. I mean, she get wetter depending on how comfortable she is. She be exhausted after sex from all the coming she did. I let her beat me to the finish line from all the running she did. She be athlete. Back shots make her go off like a track meet. I mean, how you make love to me, but you talk to me like you attacking me. I mean, when's the last time your man ate you for no reason? Or fucked you so good that you accused him of cheating? I mean, when's the last time you screamed during sex and was actually meaning it, or you screamed God's name when you know she a demon? I mean, her toes be doing weird shit when she come. She be riding my bed until she nut. She be calling me out my name and starting arguments when really she just want to fuck. See, at midnight, her tonsils play midwife. She say that.
They never let him finish a poem.
See, facts. See, at midnight, her tonsils play midwife. She say the D make her act crazy. She a prisoner to it. No wonder she can't get right. I told her I'd knock it out the park as long as she pitch right. She ain't gotta tell me I'm the pappy when I know I'm the pappy in real life. See, sometimes sex be mediocre when it's with the wrong person. It be a fix for a moment, but it hit different when it got purpose. Her moans sound like Sunday morning doing praise and worship. And just know if I shot up the club, she gave me the reason to purge it. No wonder my love language be acts of service, because as long as I'm employed, I'm putting work in, and what's the point of doing anything at all if her nut ain't for certain? If we talking intimacy, I'm assertive. Besides the fact I'm doing everything I say I'm gonna do. I'm gonna talk you through those steps that's gonna open you. The type of things that I whisper in your ear, it's gonna sound like a wedding proposal. I mean, sometimes I just know what I know, so I gotta show you the way I pop my shit. I'll do it on purpose just to say I told you. Pretzel position while I fold you, headboard knocking while I choke you, slow stroke you and hold it there, and that's how I take your soul from you. So the next time you decide to ask a man about sex, ask him about intimacy. And make sure his why starts with you and he pays attention to the intricate things. Poem.
He said all that, and the whole, so the title was Intimacy. He talked about a whole lot of stuff. But at the end of the poem, did y'all hear what he said? The most important line of the poem was, these pieces sound so freaky. OT, I'm black. You have have to listen beyond the words. So that's what poetry is. We are talking, we say it surface level, but usually it means something else. So that is really a good reason why these spaces are so important, because I can say anything, and I can rhyme it, but it means something totally different. So he talked about all these positions, all this, that, talking, all the actual acts. But his very last line, he said, I used to do poetry, so I understand. Okay. His very last line, he said, make sure, when you're asking a man about, and in the space he's in, I had an opportunity to visit DC and see him perform live. He is the creator of trap poetry. His poems about love and we're finding it's all these different types of poetry that he has, levels that we didn't know about, that we're finding. D has had an opportunity to meet him as well. He will tell you. But the environment, the atmosphere in DC, when he is there, the women, honey, they doing everything but throwing draws on the stage, for real, like some old time stuff. So he said the next time you ask a man about sex, ask him about the intimacy, try to get to know him. So, because it kind of helps you understand, men don't just want to be a piece of meat. Or do y'all want to be a piece of meat? Men don't want to be a piece of meat. Not for real. Not for real. I refuse to believe that. Go ahead and drop your comments, what you think about that last sentence or question. Do you think men want to be a piece of meat? See, no, not for real. Truthfully, they would rather be with somebody that they really want to be with. Nobody want to hang out with somebody that they don't want to be with. For real. So, okay. So, what I'm going to do, we need intimacy. Okay, very good, OTM Black. Don't forget, guys, I need hearts. Don't forget to heart. Keep tapping that screen. The goal is 20,000 hearts. Need hearts, need comments, need gifts, need shares, need follows, need the whole shebang. So make sure you drop those comments. Y'all doing a good job. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Okay, so I'm going to play Learn with Love. Then I'm going to play the one that he wrote, that I wrote the response to, so that I can add mine in there. And I think I'm going to replay the common one, so that way I could do the offended one. So that way, we're going to actually integrate my poetry inside of the session. Okay, so let's play Learn with Love. This is Matt Capone.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
There we go.
I learned with love, us just sounds better. I mean, you like the perfect 72-degree weather when we're around each other. I mean, no wonder it's easy to fall for you, because you just make sense. I mean, you like the perfect date and the perfect dress at the perfect event. I mean, you jaw-dropping. You deserve long walks down the aisle when wedding bells and vows meant just for you. You deserve a safe space to express yourself to someone who loves you and vent to. You deserve spa dates and massages with the black rocks. You're like a scissor song I can never snooze to, because you're a fixed broken clock. I mean, she be healing. She be Marvin Gaye when I get that feeling. She be the perfect love poem. The one Tupac wrote, Jada. She be wailing. See, I had a conversation with God the other day, and I don't totally agree on the idea of love, but the idea of loving you gotta be God sent, because you was what I prayed for. All this bad energy from my last relationship, you was what I saged for. I mean, sex is cool, but you don't know intimacy until you get preyed on. I heard someone say the other day, talk is cheap, but these lips got expensive taste. And my appetite for love ain't subject to change, so as long as the foundation stays the same, the subject won't change. I mean, you've been due for a proposal. Me bending on one knee and you saying I do, and me kissing on you in total. See, I don't know what them other guys should have did, but love, I'm what you're supposed to do. You deserve infinity smiles and someone holding you, and even though social media doesn't validate real time, a real man that ain't scared to show you off gonna post you. See, lately, intimacy been my #1 priority. Showering you with affirmations because you didn't get it from the last guy before me.
That's my favorite part.
He might have been lit on the surface, but on the interior, he was boring. He might tell you you're beautiful, but I make you feel beautiful, and that makes the difference on who wakes up next to you in the morning. See, I learned that holding you from behind and shoulder kisses be the little things that make women so submissive.
Okay. What's up, Maxie? Who's Maxie? Mia. Mia? Okay. I stopped to see. Okay. Welcome, Money Gang, Maserati Mikey. Welcome, y'all. Don't forget to continue to tap. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the hearts, the light up. I love it. Thank you. Guys, don't forget to follow, share, invite, all of that good stuff. I'm pausing for a purpose so that I can thank you so much for your interactions. Don't forget to continue to add comments about what you think about the poem, right? And then, now we're listening to Matt Capone. Tap. The goal is 20,000 hearts. And we're going to play this poem and then another poem. And then I'll stop and do a poem. Okay. Well, we'll stop the list and I will do a poem. Okay, so wait, let's start this one over so y'all can get a chance. Thank you for the gifts. So I want you to listen. This is actually really my favorite poem. I love the other poem too, but this one is my favorite poem. Okay, here we go.
With love, us just sounds better. I mean, you like the perfect 72-degree weather when we're around each other. I mean, no wonder it's easy to fall for you because you just make sense. I mean, you like the perfect date and the perfect dress at the perfect event. I mean, you jaw-dropping. You deserve long walks down the aisle when wedding bells and vows meant just for you. You deserve a safe space to express yourself to someone who loves you and vent to. You deserve spa dates and massages with the black rocks. You're like a scissor song I can never snooze to because you're a fixed broken clock. I mean, she be healing. She be Marvin Gaye when I get that feeling. She be the perfect love poem. You know, the one Tupac wrote, Jada. She be wailing. See, I had a conversation with God the other day, and I don't totally agree on the idea of love, but the idea of loving you got to be God sent because you was what I prayed for. All this bad energy from my last relationship, you was what I saged for. I mean, sex is cool, but you don't know intimacy until you get prayed on. I heard someone say the other day, talk is cheap, but these lips got expensive taste. And my appetite for love ain't subject to change, so as long as the foundation stays the same, the subject won't change. I mean, you've been due for a proposal. Me bending on one knee and you saying I do, and me kissing on you in total. See, I don't know what them other guys should have did, but love, I'm what you're supposed to do. You deserve infinity smiles and someone holding you, and even though social media doesn't validate real time, a real man that ain't scared to show you off gonna post you. See, lately, intimacy been my #1 priority. Showering you with affirmations because you didn't get it from the last guy before me. He might have been lit on the surface, but on the interior, he was boring. He might tell you you're beautiful, but I make you feel beautiful, and that makes the difference on who wakes up next to you in the morning. See, I learned that holding you from behind and shoulder kisses be the little things that make women so submissive, and making you feel safe and protected that have you smiling while folding clothes and storing dishes. See, dicking you down is cool, but putting you on is totally different, and I don't have a problem in pouring into you as long as you make my soul replenish. Yeah. See, she be reciprocation. See, to a nigga that actually get pussy, a woman that makes him wait don't feel like waiting, because real men know the value in finding balance in a relationship that don't take straight. See, I want that real love, like Oh, my absence annihilating, and rather than just trying to catch a vibe with you, I'd rather fall in love with the vibe we creating. I want to be obsessed with you. Poem.
Okay. What do y'all think? Thank you for the gifts. Oh, I love that money gun. I love that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the hearts. I see we're at 6K. Goal is 20K. What do y'all think about that? This is Matt Capone, one of my favorites. I actually have I want to be obsessed with you. Love it. Okay. If you think about it, last week we listened to a poem that was like, love the R&B song type rep. So he used a lot of symmetry and he uses everything in his poetry, which takes so much talent because you got to go back. So after you write the poem, which is the I Pray, after I wrote the poem, I had to go back and add certain things in the poem so that it actually was comparable to his poem. I was on one of his lives and he actually went through the poems that poem line by line and explained it and talked about how he put the poem together. So when we write, that was the other thing. I was like, okay, I gotta challenge myself. So that's why I wrote the response. Not that I'm in love with Matt Capone, absolutely not. Matt Capone is so cool. Love Matt Capone like a brother. You know what I'm saying? But his writing skills pinned my heart. Let's go. Where's the heart? I see the necklace. Is it this one? Pen. I think that's it. His rhyme scheme and flow is always so smooth. It is. And he thinks about it. Like he actually thinks about like the process and the next step to tell a story. That's not it. I don't see it. Oh, you know what? I see what you're talking about. You said the goal. So you talk about pin the goal. Pen. Okay, there we go. I think that's it. Okay, so yeah, he and he's cool too. So when you think about it, when we're writing, and that may be the difference of someone who just, because some people love to write, some people hate writing, but some people love to write stories and books, poems, and all that. Like I really actually love to create. I love to write the concept, the storyline, you know, but it's so easy to just put something catchy out. Oh, I think they're gonna like this because this is trendy. But will trendy last? As a poet, will trendy last? Sometimes it will, but sometimes they're gonna forget about it. Right now, we know we have rappers from back in the day that got twerk songs, and people still twerking to those songs, but the value of the message. Hey, Chandra. The value of the message. So I want to leave a legacy that my Gigi babies can be proud of. Like, they not looking up, like, Gigi got this poem out, and let's listen to it. And they like, what in the world was Gigi doing? Album. We have our singles to get you to listen to in the album, which possesses the more high in depth. That's true. And then, because, you know, I do have like some more what you can consider a little bit, but they still it's gonna have like a positive flow, if I'm explaining it correctly. And then think about this. After you do that, do you keep that same process or do you build on it? Do you challenge yourself to grow? That's where I want to be. I want to keep challenging myself to grow. So, yeah. Hey, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Fallen Angel. Okay, so the next poem that I'm going to play is, this is the last piece from Matt Capone. And I have to play this piece because it's going to, it is the reason why I wrote my poem. So I got to find the right one.
I pray the right man
That's not
gives
it.
you your flowers
It's called
without
The Right
you having
Man.
to ask.
Thank you, Chandra. Hold on one second. Here we go. It's called The Right Man. Hold on, y'all.
Listen, have you ever seen someone who's just kind of coasting along, just kind of managing their life, trying to get things done, and they're...
This is my man. Hold on. Of course. Now, you know, y'all know that I've been playing that poem The Right Man, man. Let's see if this is it.
I pray the right man give you your flowers without you having to ask.
Thank you.
I hope your tulips get sun-kissed by your husband that will shower you with roses because God knows your rose can't love you like a man. I pray the grass is actually greener on the other side because you don't deserve for a man to take you on the merry-go-round to love you. And I hope the seeds that you plant bloom into a beautiful relationship because petals shouldn't drown in puddles. I pray you have a healthy love. It doesn't keep you up in the middle of the night questioning your why. I hope every man that says I like you doesn't let's chill you to death before you fall into a groove with another guy. See, you forgot what it feels like to be desired. I learned there's no orgasm without intimacy, so sometimes foreplay is required. Sometimes the simple things like reading to her and playing footsies be the little things that money can't buy her, and the little things that be so simple be the things that ends with you inside her. I mean, at this point, the bare minimum seems selfish. And knowing your worth is a reflection of how you get respected, and settling for less lessens your value when someone will value you as a blessing. Pedestals are surface level when you're used to Mount Everest and having to ask for something when someone will give you something without having to ask be refreshing. Last night I went through our text messages and counted every heart emoji she texted me. Somehow feeling in love and being in love makes all the difference. That's why the next woman I give my heart to, she'll get the best version of me. I mean, looks is cool, but her soul gotta be nourishing to me. I mean, I've been a bad guy in relationships, so I've been healing and working on me. I take accountability like it's medicine, because dwelling on that pain is no perks in those things.
So he really cheated us because that's not the whole
right man
poem.
gives you your flower.
That's not the whole poem. I want to say that. That is not the whole poem, sir. However, thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the follows. I will follow you guys back. We are listening to the Poets List with our favorite poets. I am Nichole Shirell, and I am also a poet, but I am a crossover poet. So when you listen to me, you will find poems that are, regular, traditional style, a cappella, but you will find some poems that have a beat as well. And I am registered. And not only that, I'm also a performing artist as well. Thank you for the follow. So this is Matt Capone that we just listened to, and his poem is called The Right Man. My response piece is called I Pray. The reason for the title is he says several times in the beginning of the poem, I pray the right man, I pray the right man, I pray the right man in the beginning. So that's why I chose the name of the poem. So I'm going to do I Pray, and then we will continue with the list. I am live with exclusive content, poetry content on TikTok, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time until 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. So 8 to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, exclusively on TikTok. If you would like your poem played send a link from YouTube or Instagram, and we will add it to the Poets List. The replays will be available on YouTube on my The Vault channel, but you can follow my main channel as well. So this is I Pray. I pray. I pray this poem resonates in your heart, and when you think of me, you smile in the day and dark. I pray the sound or even the thought of my voice is branded in your memory when we're miles apart. I pray when you close your eyes and smile, you remember each whisper shared over so many miles. I pray you are encouraged in the sunlight and comforted in the moonlight. I pray you stand strong even when no one is there and it appears you stand alone. I pray your confidence continues to outshine all insecurities. I pray you remember you're a king. You never doubt those words and you shine bright knowing your destiny. I pray the compliments you spoke over me are received times 10 for the thoughtfulness, sweetness like dew on a field of dry grass, slowly but assuredly soaking in. I pray you remember our first kiss, that it means the same to you as it did to me, a moment I'm glad we didn't miss. I pray you understand what you mean to me. I'm ready to face the world, not alone, but with you, because here is where I want to be. I pray that Bonnie and Clyde type of love is visible and doesn't hide from you, love. No groupie love, but recognize ain't no sunshine when you gone type of hugs. I pray that these words give you comfort for years and years to come. I pray when you reflect, it's not too late. I pray we didn't cross that line. It's a thin line between love and hate. I pray your heart forces corrective action and recognition, not I, but we are the ones. I pray the tide that binds didn't break, and what I continue to feel is not just my imagination. I pray the healed version of you finds the completely healed version of me. Shout out to that boy Capone for opening my eyes to the concept of love. It's interesting. I'm curious and intrigued with that vision in your eye of me. Nichole Shirell. That is I Pray. Thank you. Yes, Nichole Shirell. I Pray, streaming everywhere on all platforms. There is also a YouTube video that we shot. Thank you. We shot through, actually, it's like, oh my God, it tells actually a story. Shout out to comedic narrator Benny Mack, who actually was in the video and helped bring my vision to life. He actually played the love interest in the video. He is so funny. Y'all got to check him out as well. But we shot through the historic district in Birmingham, Alabama, caught some historic murals in the video, walked past a historic church, 4th Street district, all down up and through that joint. So yeah, Kane Carter engineered that piece. So you really should check it out so you can hear it, you can actually play it, let me know what you think. But thank you. So that is I Pray, which is the response to The Right Man. Another thing, because we talked a little bit about it last night, making sure that our work is registered. So my work is all registered before I release it. And the concept of the poem came from Mac Capone. In the poem, I give him credit. When the poem was finished, I sent him the poem, and he sent me this long response. Oh, I probably should have printed that out. I gotta see if I can find that. And he sent me a long reply. He loved it, and he thanked me. He thanked me, for, of course, it's like encouraging, and it's also like kind of, like, wow, thank you type stuff for doing that. But giving him credit for his work. So that's I Pray. Thank you. I love it. Thank you. So we will, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start integrating my pieces in with our list, because I want to make sure, you know, that my stuff get played too. Hey, we need to build up these royalties over here as well. Okay. Okay. So we will continue with our list because we only have like, about an hour and 5 minutes. The next poet's name is Keys Will, and it's called Dead Ass.
If you're a producer who hates AI,
Commercial
this
break.
plugin might change your mind. This is reimagining co-producer. You can take any sample.
Here we go.
Attend this stupid ass staff meeting, bruh. This could have been an email. I'm unfazed by your little 50-cent raise. See, I got big bills that gotta get big paid. Want me to do the maximum or minimum wage. And when I'm ready to go, you need 2 weeks for me to let you know. But after 3 years, it only took 2 seconds to let me go. 2 years later, you want me back like, are you dumb? Said you might win some, but you... So... I say I was a pretty good friend to you. Keeping in contact the way friends are supposed to. We go way back, knew you since we were kids. Grew so close, we start to call each other twin. Remembered your birthday, I mean, we are the same sign. But clearly we wasn't on the same type of time. See, I was next to you at the lowest of your low. Shed light on your darkness just to help you grow. Gave you clean clothes and a place to lay your head. When you slept on your dreams, I helped you stay woke instead. No.
Now she refused to rewind. Don't forget, type your comments.
I deserve that. I deserve that. That was me earlier that fucked up JP, so. See, I was next to you at the lowest of your low. Shed light on your darkness just to help you grow. Gave you clean clothes and a place to lay your head. When you slept on your dreams, I helped you stay woke instead. Listened to your secrets and never did I judge. When I told you things had changed between us, you didn't budge. Throwing subs, you didn't think that I was gonna catch. You really wore your true colors, but your shoes didn't match. Y'all gotta chill. Never been one to brag about what I've done, cause that's whack. Just make sure you clean the knife after you take it out my back. Cause I know where I stood when it's all said and done. Said you might win some, but you... 3. There's a lot of people that lost me, so.
Job, relationship.
Damn, you took a lot out of me. I showed you I loved you, and you still doubted me. Gaslighting and projecting your insecurities. At this big age, you still ain't reached maturity. You asked for my whole heart, as if I was a donor. You must think that I'm a simp son, kinda like Homer. Why would I give you something you can't handle? When every other day you flip-flop like a sandal. Everything is great, and then you got my mind thinking how to get away with murder, cause this feels like a scandal. You were always tripping, and you loved a vacation. Pockets say you rich, but got poor communication. No. You were always tripping, and you loved a vacation. Pockets say you rich, but got poor communication. You was on that bull, and you played like 23, baby. You gon' always lose when you play against me. See, my cutoff game is crazy. See, my cutoff game is crazy. One thing that's not considered is I do it to the people that be handing me the scissors. I spun the block for you and I don't give second chances. And you knew that about me, yet you still took me for granted. But I'm no longer yours, I'm on to the next one. Said you might win some, but you
just lost one.
So, I was born on December 6th, which means I'm a Sag.
Okay, she said poem, so that's the end of that one. So I think she gonna start another one, and is like her set is like 10 minutes. So we're just gonna listen to that one. But I actually, what do y'all think about that? I really liked her piece. I really like that because she's not showing that she is stuck in a place of destitute. She has moved on. So it's encouragement. And she named 3 disappointments that she basically got over. At the end, she's like, I'm on to the next. So I love that. Love that. Keys Will, Dead Ass is her name and the name of the poem. Now, I'm going to move on because we got like 59 minutes. So I'm going to play Jasmine Mann's Dear Ex-Lover.
Give me 20 days, and military calisthenics will make you turn heads on.
Dear ex-lover, I promise I'll stop chasing your memory in my dreams. I'll stop bringing your name up over cups of coffee, muffins, and loneliness. I'll marry a man and I'll lay my heart on his chest, like red roses on mahogany caskets, and I will have his daughter. And she'll have eyes reminding me that God still believes in second chances. And if she ever decided to date a woman, I'll love bravery down her spine. I'll be reminded of all the times where we loved like there were expiration dates tattooed on our inner thighs. I'll tell her to watch out for women whose silhouettes remind her of roadblocks. To run when she kisses dead skin that remind her of dead ends. If she ever comes home with eyelids like cracking levees, bruised kneecaps, and a heart filled with question marks, I will hold her like my mother never held me. I will clasp her face in my palms like the New Testament. On Judgment Day, I'll tell her that I know what it's like to want someone to remember you, but that no woman is strong enough to play coaster to a half-empty heart. Dear ex-lover, if my daughter ever feels like she's alone, as if she is on a hand-me-down fabric pulled out of the depths of her mommy's closet, I'll remember your name and I'll mumble it under my breath. And when she asks me what did I say, I'll tell her I know what it's like to drag a woman out of a cold war, then being too worn to clean up the battlefield that it is made of you. I'll tell her that your heartbeat sound like gun shells tripping over battered cement, but that I know what it's like to want someone to remember you. Dear ex-lover, my ex-lover, I'll tell my daughter to never regret loving in permanent ink. That scars only give you stretch marks, something to gossip about, that hearts and stop signs are fraternal twins lost in the pits of open rows and hollow chests. Dear ex-lover, if my daughter ever walks in my house like shattering glass and she wants to forget everything, if she ever wants to write off true love as simply some experiment, I won't allow her to make the same mistake her mother made. I'll tell her about you. I'll tell her that we smile like our smiles were the only smiles that matter in this world. That we hurt like women who love people that did not love us. Dear ex-lover, I hope my daughter never knows what a goodbye kiss feels like. I hope she never knows what I'll see you later really means. I hope she never memorizes the dial tone of a last conversation because a broken heart feels like poison butterflies taking their last flutters right in the pit of your stomach.
Okay, that was Jasmine Mann's Dear Ex, and I see in the comments. So D.I.C. you said love bravery down her spine. The last line, and Fallen Angel said, well, damn. Right, man. So I pray I have to tell Mike. Oh, so basically I pray that my daughter never experienced heartbreak. But is that realistic? Like, don't you have to experience heartbreak to know what it is you really want in life? Her word, it is. It really is. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you. Interesting. Hi. Welcome, Southern Graphics. Okay, so this is a snippet. I was actually trying to find the whole point, but this is from Ashley the Poet. Lost me when you lied to me.
These niggas literally tell the people the whole plan and y'all wonder why y'all stumble. You wonder why you fumble. You crumble on the crumblest form of the ego. That shit not gonna protect you in no storms with me though. This time around, I'm not taking no forms or applications for apologies. You lost me when you lied to me. You a bozo ass bitch. This time around, I'm not taking no forms or applications for apologies. You lost me when you lied to me. You a bozo ass bitch. You're equivalent to being a bozo has-been. You like a bozo ass snitch, but wait. Because the worst thing you could do is hate.
That's it.
Childhood neglect.
It was only 30 seconds, y'all. I searched and searched. I could not find the whole clip, but for next time, I'm going to try to find. I want to hear that whole point. That was deep. That was very deep. And her name is Ashley the Poet. Lost me when you lied to me. So I guess really we can't give too much input because we really need to hear that whole thing. That poem, it sounds fire. I only found like a short of it. Okay, so now this is D's contribution. He had to help submit. He submitted quite a few to help me today, and I am grateful. Danny Smith, Dinosaur. What is this one? Dinosaurs. Hold on, y'all.
Romantic obsession in women. When you grow up.
Skip. Poetry. Small poetry break. Here we go.
Let's make a movie called Dinosaurs in the Hood. Jurassic Park meets Friday meets The Pursuit of Happiness. There should be a scene where a little black boy is on the bus playing with a toy dinosaur, then looks out the window and sees the T-Rex because there has to be a T-Rex. Duh, it's a dinosaur movie. What do you think? Don't let Tarantino direct this. In his version, the boy plays with a gun. The metaphor being black boys toy with their own lives, the spitting image of his father, the foreshadow to his end, fuck that. The kid is playing with the plastic triceratops or brontosaurus, and this is his proof of magic or God or Santa. Dinosaur Santa. I want a scene where a cop car gets pooped on by a pterodactyl. I want a scene where a corner store turns into a battleground, but please don't let the Wayans brothers in this movie. I don't want any racist shit about Asian people or overused pan-Latino stereotypes. This is a movie about a neighborhood of royal folks, the children of slaves and immigrants and addicts and exiles, saving their town from real-ass dinosaurs. I don't want some cheesy yet progressive, sexy Hmong hot dude hero with a funny yet strong black girl buddy cop film. This is not a vehicle for Will Smith and Sofia Vergara. I want grandmas on the front porch taking out raptors with the guns they hid in the walls and under mattresses. I want Cecily Tyson to make a speech, maybe two. I want some of those little spitty, screamy dinosaur things. They go, I want Viola Davis to save the town in the last scene with a black fist afro pick through the last dinosaur's long scale neck. And this can't be a black movie. This movie can't be dismissed because of its cast or its audience. This movie can't be a metaphor for black people and extinction. This movie can't be about race. This movie can't cause black people pain or be about black pain. This movie can't be about a long history of having a long history with hurt. This movie can't be about race. Nobody can say nigga in this movie who can't say it to my face in public. No chicken jokes in this movie. No bullet holes in the heroes, and nobody kills the black boy, and nobody kills the black boy, and nobody kills the black boy for once. Nobody kills the black boy besides. The only reason I want to make this is for the first scene anyway.
The little boy on the bus playing with his toy dinosaur, his eyes wide and endless, his dreams possible and pulsing, and right there.
Okay, so that D said that's his favorite poem. D, it took him a long time to get us there. I ain't gonna, you know, but I like the end. The beginning, I was like, okay, we going somewhere, but that's back to what we talked about. We have to look deeper than, you know, usually it's like surface, but sometimes it'll be real deep. But we gotta look beneath. Yeah, it's funny, but I see the bigger picture, right? Yeah, you gotta stay. Like, it's one of those poems you gotta stay to the end. Like, you just gotta trust. You gotta trust the process. So, okay, I see it. I actually listened to it earlier, and I was like, dinosaur, dinosaur. I love the way he describes in detail his vision. Now that is true. I like that. You make great points. He is very descriptive. I love that. He set the whole scene out. Used different Viola Davis, Cicely Tyson. Yeah, okay. The grandma's on the porch. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to do Offended. Not to music. Now the streaming version does have a beat. It is available on all platforms. This is called Offended, and my filmmaker side love it. Oh yeah, because you could do a lot with this. You really could do a lot with this. Trying to clear my throat. Thank you for the hearts. Don't forget 20K. Goal 20K. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. So this is Offended. Does my black offend you? So much so that you walk on eggshells pretending this life isn't hell? Oh, my black offends you. So much so that you're afraid to tell the world you are offended too. You think my black offends? So you hide behind a fake smile, remove that pathetic grin. Despising my hair and my nose, my skin and my clothes, my speech and even the food that I eat. Words that unite shine by blank stares and eyes. Justice scoffed and still denied. Amplification, dedication, voices won't be denied. My black offends you, yet not standing for something means we fall for anything. Seeing injustice before our eyes, laws with loopholes, why, oh why are murders justified? Every day shine your light, silence can't be quantified, accept responsibility, accountability. Let them know the truth, many smile in our face and disguise a disgust for our race. Yet King said, let love conquer hate. My black offends you. So continuing covering heartache with band-aids, looking away, not addressing issues, blatant layers, desperate, trying to escape. My black's looking away, not addressing issue biz. Replace the old, the young will grow. Malcolm asked, and I want to know. Our future is our kin. Tell you, who taught you to hate your skin? I am Nichole Shirell. NT type Nichole Shirell fitted. All available on all streaming platforms. Yes. And you know what I really like is the flexibility, being able to stream with the music or without. I'm like, who is knocking on the door? Did y'all hear that? Threw me all off. I think that is Justin. I'm not really sure. It's either Justin or Freedom. Freedom, Justin, knocking on Justin's door. I don't know. So that was Offended. Streaming on all platforms. And it was Offended. Streaming on all platforms. And it Shev, this is another submission from D. if you are a poet or you just like poetry and you want one of your faves played, listened so we can enjoy it, send me the link, TikTok or on Instagram. Thank you for the gifts, and we will play them Tuesday or Thursday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay, so this is Chef, and it's called Robbing Santa. Commercial break. There we go.
Now I know we got 6 months to pull this off, but I'm a Virgo, so nigga, I don't waste time. Collectively.
Thank you.
This year, we finna rob Santa Claus. Y'all, he got to pay what he owe. I'm sick of dudes skipping my house every year like we don't pay tithes. Like we don't bake cookies. I mean, a bearded white man who's been watching everything and coming back to bless you just for being nice never made sense in my neighborhood, but we learned to say our prayers anyway. And we learned to write our lists anyway because we wanted things. Like I wanted my mother off the naughty list. I want to know why she got to work every Eve, Xmas, and Boxing Day just fighting to feed this family. I want to know how much fruitcake you got to make for your Jesus. Stop skipping his birthday party. Hell, I just wanted a bike when mine got stole. I remember my boys found out who had it. I thought we was going to ride on him and let Jingle Bell rock till we found out his mama smoked it. She sold his bike, turning her body into the chimney they never had. Now he just praying to get her off the cycle. I started playing ball in high school. My parents got me one for 4 straight years. I don't know if they thought this was the only way I make it out of here, or if they just worked too many hours to know anything else about me. For college, I moved out the South to a city where it always snowed. I was hoping that it'd get me close to the privilege of a white Christmas. You see, it's hard not to be the Grinch when every walk in your shoes is a green mile. Back at home, my father's chestnut skin was roasting like an open fire because 3 unwise men with stockings over their heads opened fire trying to take our gifts and his presents. I found out from street to see you when you're sleeping, but don't say shit to your family. My mama says she couldn't talk to me about it because it's more important that I focused in school. Like when you're from the hood, your grades are always a little more important than staying alive, and I'm fucking tired of that bearded white man skipping over my house like we ain't paid all our fucking tithes, baby. Xmas just supposed to be a birthday party, but the Jesus on my block can get candles. He got crosses to bear and burn under. More likely to be in a box by the age of 25 than to receive one on December 25th. So if I can't bring Santa to the hood, nigga, we bringing the hood to Santa. I wanted a North Pole with a long nose. To everybody freeze. To them elves look like lawn gnomes. Lord knows the pain of people who don't pray for everything, but they got nothing. So this Christmas, my wish list is a hit list of the rich men who sleigh ride over the moon just to skip the apocalypse. And every politician who's ever promised to pot the piss. And I ain't taking naughty list names. We take the hostages, so load the bag. Get the sleigh. Yo, Jack Frost if he in the way. Mrs. Claus on the mistletoes. Tell her. Yeah, so y'all with me. Okay, cool. We said we gonna load the bag. You get the sleigh. You Jack Frost if he in the way. You see Mrs. Claus on the mistletoes. Tell her every kiss begins with K. Tell Kringle the time for us to mingle is in that past tense. Give a fuck about your presence, boy. I got used to your absence. We used to heat in the wintertime right on the stove, so I ain't came in the off season and I came for the cold. You see, your pressure make diamonds. My surroundings had a stress to make a chain here. Give one out for every time you turn a deaf ear to the pain here. Give out shine instead of shackles like most of the chains that they wear. And if we don't get to see sunshine claws, I'm just gonna have to hold the reindeer. You know, if you never see sunshine, eventually you just gonna have to hold the reindeer. And wouldn't y'all come for everything if you came from nothing?
Sure. Hi Bree, welcome. Send me, I know you, that's your fave. Send me the link send me the link on my IG and then I'll play it. Do you have the link to it? But welcome. This is called the Poets List. Doing this segment, we share, and we would love, but I just ask that you submit the link of you sharing your poem, or a link of one of your faves. No, send me. I need you to actually send it, and I'll play it. That's how this works over here. Oh, okay? Yeah. So over here, what we're doing is You submit the link and we add it to the list and we play. We will play it for you. So since I'm so new to TikTok, I actually don't know much about like adding and doing all that, but I'm trying to make sure I keep everything consistent. This is actually set up like a podcast type of show, so the replay is will actually be played on YouTube. So if you get that, we don't have a problem playing it. We actually encourage you to do that. That would be great. Okay, so D, you said you love his wordplay. Actually, you know, I was feeling the end of that. That was really good. That was really good. I liked how he had the whole scenario of actually making it to the North Pole with, you know, his whole team and had a whole plan. That's wow. Like, that's wow. Who actually even thinks of that? But that's wow. So, all right, we're going to continue. We're going to move on along. Let's move on along. So our next poet is from Dr. Carrie Brackett, and it's called Trying a New Poem Out. Well, it just says spoken word. So I got this from his YouTube.
Where? I strive to be a mastermind and lead minds over masters. I'm faster than many. I'm quick, draw my grow, and leave you on the side like your name's coleslaw. I put the gent in it.
So, OTM Black, I actually just shared 2 poems live. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. But I'm going to keep this segment to exactly like it's running. We're not going to change. We're going to stick to the format of this segment. Okay? Okay. All right. So this is Dr. Carrie Brackett. Right? Okay, here we go.
GQ try to cover me. I'm so cool that people stay trying to smother me. I'm the nod in your mind when you listen to dope rhymes. I'm the beat on the mouths of many when it's time to freestyle. Don't put me in a box, my limbs are too long. No wonder people struggle with the Rubik's Cube. I'm too colorful to be one-sided. I had decided to pursue this journey to help people realize the real lives with their real eyes, even if they swear that they're blind. How you think Ray Charles was able to visualize with gold eyes? How you think Stevie Wonder was able to sing about the ribbon in the sky? When they told me I represent 2, I just caught myself prime. Didn't have to go to JSU to show them that it's my time. I have an obsession to being the best in everything I've invested in, life, love, and family. Pursuing my purpose is the blessing. My talent is the ability of expression. My emotions has no second guessing. No such things as a game face unless you find 4 to connect. No, my job has an objective to make sure students catch the lesson. Proficient in country grammar, yet I'm a teen English professor. I have the right to remain silent, yet my pen's too loud. I always carry one in the chamber, ready to bang to see the change. You have to become. It's the start of evolution. The revolution won't be televised. People talk about the problems, but no solutions. My mouse an outlaw in a country proud to have freedom of speech in the Constitution. I strive to be a mastermind and lead minds who are masters. Let freedom ring, or else the people will hear the dial tone. I'm a rarity. Allow me a moment for clarity. Seems people pay attention as their sense of charity. People complain they don't see many like me on the registry, yet they forget why my breed became a scarcity. Let me explain severity. I'm an endangered species raising a weapon. I have to explain why he can't play cops and robbers, because I told him that he'd have to duck, goose. That's my deuce. Trying to raise him in peace, 2 fingers up, yet we live in a town that's proud to hold him down because it's all about the A. Why can't I teach him to be strong, to strive to have a wife? I'm just praying to raise him, to save him from being a hashtag after police lights. I told my princess I loved her every time because my number one fear is that my dear will see my message after I close my eyes. Eternally, my forever sleep. I know Meek Mill mean with dreams and nightmares. I'm my ancestors' untapped potential that touch reality. And now I'm just trying to reestablish legacies and generations.
I love his poetry. I know y'all might think I'm biased, but I love his poetry. And I'm actually going to his YouTube page. Yeah, and when he speaks, like he's teaching, he has history in there, like he's teaching past, present, future type scenarios. So I love his voice, I love his cadence, I love the whole thing. And that piece is from Dr. Carrie Brackett. He's on YouTube, and it just says trying out a new poem. So I may be untitled. So love that. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so now we will move on to Black Ice. This piece is
from Philly, Black Ice.
Let me ask y'all a question. When you look at my brothers, what's your first impression? Does the sight of us leave you guessing, or do you understand the stressing, the aggression, the look of no hope on my niggas' faces, like the Lord overlooked us when he handed down his graces? You see, embraces fall short on the numb tips of street entrepreneurial fingers, stuck in the walls of the project halls where the coke smell still lingers. External blingers is all we can be, because on the inside we've been given nothing to shine on. And a gig is harder to get than coke, so niggas get their grind on, because the TV tells us aim high, nigga, make all goals lateral. But that takes paper that we don't have, so niggas put their souls up as collateral now. Some niggas reclaim them, some blame them, make an excuse to sell them. But when a nigga goes from not doing to doing, what can you tell him? Not to be a nigga? Shit, I got to be a nigga, that's how I pay the bills, and I'ma do that whether I got to sling this coke or exploit these rhyme skills. See, America makes you an opportunist, and at the same time they institutionalize you. So the fact that niggas get these big record deals, big money, and then go to jail shouldn't surprise you. That's what lies do. And most of these guys do have raw talent, just infantile education. So the business feeds them all the weed and ecstasy and a little bit of paper to provide some pacification from all the bullshit frustration they serve you. Meanwhile, they corrupt your perception of what the real is. See, they taken all our businessmen and made them drug dealers. Took all our messengers, made them rappers just flapping their jaws, afraid to admit their treason. Took all our soldiers for the cause, made them killers for no reason and being fucked up. Well, that's in this season, so if you're negative, you're positive, and if you're positive, you're called a hater. But I maintain control of my soul because I know it gets greater later. And I told y'all the last show, I'm no hater, I just know what the truth is. I've been intertwining this pudding for a year now, so I know where the proof is. It lies in these midtown Manhattan skyscrapers where former hustlers sign papers and do fucked up capers. About 16 infamous stars at a time. Got them chopping and bagging and serving that shit to niggas 16 bars at a time. And the crime is undetectable by the feds because in the heads of our kids is where the track is. And music shoots straight to the soul. Is so potent, so it's much more addictive than crack is. Now, the high is just an illusion, lies and confusion, but just for that rush, just once these young bucks will go through it. So in essence, they're still flooding our streets with thugs, drugs, and killing. They just using these record labels to do it. Taking our heartfelt demos, putting us in limos, trying to fuck up our direction. And most niggas is trained to chase money and pussy, so we fall victim to our own erection. Convincing ourselves that we're on our way somewhere where we're not going, but ignorance is bliss, and niggas love this, so niggas take pride in not knowing. We not growing. Nigga, I don't give a fuck how slick you flowing if you ain't showing these kids nothing or adding nothing positive to the earth. See, I've been destined to touch this world since the day I was born. To be honest, fuck a deal. God gives me what I'm worth.
I love his flow. Now, D, did you hear that? And I'm not sure if OTM Black heard that, but I absolutely love that flow. This fan is so cold. This fan is cold. I love that. That was good. His name is Black Ice. And, well, it may be Stinky Soul Black Ice. God gives me what I'm worth. Okay. And I had to replay it because I played it when nobody, when I first opened the live stream. So I wanted one of y'all to be able to hear that. That was good. Now, I think I got all of the ones that you submitted too. I think I have all of them. Now, this one, you need to listen to this one. This is Surrey Hamad.
From Brooklyn to Air Hamad.
I want to read this piece tonight for my brothers, Samih and Omar Hamad. It is a revision of first writing since. There have been no words, no poetry in ashes south of Canal, no prose in trucks driving debris and DNA. Evident out my window in abstract reality, sky where once was steel, smoke where once was flesh. Please, God, let it be a mistake, the pilot's heart, the plane's engine. God, please, don't let it be anyone who looks like my brothers. I don't know how bad a life has to break in order to kill. I've never been so hungry that I willed hunger. Never so angry as to want a gun over a pen. Not really. Even as a woman, a Palestinian, never this broken. Ricardo on radio said in his accent thick as yucca, I will feel so much better when the first bombs drop over there. A woman crying in a car parked and stranded and hurt, I offered comfort, a hand she did not see before she said, we're gonna burn them so bad. My hand went to my head, and my head to the dead Iraqi children, the dead in Nicaragua, in Rwanda, who vied with fake sport wrestling for America's attention. People saying this was bound to happen, let's not forget U.S. transgressions. Hold up, I live here. These are my friends and fam. Me in those buildings, and we're not bad people. Do not support America's bullying. Can I just have half a second to feel bad? Thank you, woman, who saw me drinking cool and blinking tears, opened her arms before she asked, do you want a hug? Big white woman, and her embrace only people with flesh can offer. My brothers in the Navy, I said, and we're Arabs. Wow, you got double trouble. Word. One more person asked me if I knew the hijackers. One more motherfucker asked me what Navy my brother is in. One more person assumed no Arabs or Muslims were killed. Assume they know me, or that I represent a people, or that a people represent an evil, or that evil is as simple as a flag and words on a page. We did not vilify white men when McVeigh bombed Oklahoma. Give out his family's address or church, or blame the Bible or Pat fucking Robertson. Networks air footage of Palestinians dancing in the street. No apology that hungry children are bribed with sweets that turn their teeth brown. Correspondents edit images. Archives facilitate lazy journalism. And when we talk about holy books, hooded men, and death, why never mention the KKK? If there are any people on earth who understand how New York is feeling right now, they are in the West Bank and the Gaza Strip. Bush has waged war on a man once openly funded by the CIA. I've read too many books to believe what I'm told. I don't give a fuck about bin Laden. His vision of the world don't represent me or those I love. But I've signed petitions for years to out the US-sponsored Taliban. Shit is complicated, and I don't know what to think. But I know who will pay. Women, mostly colored and poor, will have to bury children, support themselves through grief. In America, it will be those amongst us who refuse blanket attacks on the shivering, who work towards social justice and opposing hateful policies. Either you are with us or with the terrorists, meaning keep your people under control and resistance censored, meaning we got the loot and the nukes. Never felt less American and more Brooklyn than these days. These stars and stripes represent the dead as citizens first, not family, not lovers. My skin is real thin, my eyes are darker, the future holds little light. My baby brother is a man now, on alert, praying 5 times a day. The orders he will take are righteous and not weigh his soul down from the afterlife. Both my brothers, my heart stops, not a beat disturbs my fear. Muslim, gentle men, born in Brooklyn, and their faces are of the Arab man, all eyelashes and nose and beautiful color and stubborn hair. What will their lives be like now? Over there is over here. Across the river, burning rubber and limbs. Rescuers traumatized. Skyline brought back to human size, no longer taunting gods. I cried when I saw those buildings collapse on themselves like a broken heart. I have never owned pain that needs to spread like that. There is no poetry in this. Causes and effects, symbols and ideologies, mad conspiracy here. Information we'll never know. There is death here and promises of more. There is life here. Anyone hearing this is breathing, maybe hurting, but breathing for sure. If there is any light to come, it will shine from the eyes of those who look for peace and justice after the rubble and rhetoric are cleared and the phoenix has risen. Affirm life, affirm life. We got to carry each other now. You are either with life or against it. Affirm life.
So that's Suri Hamad, and I'm trying to see if it has a name. Let me see. No,
from Brooklyn.
But she's from Brooklyn, and it gives you the inside of like the innocent people who were left to deal with, you know, like what the hijackers did, their family, if they didn't agree with it. It does. It was very interesting. I had actually, until today, I heard it earlier. That's why I wanted to replay it, but had never even thought about it from that standpoint. But, and when you think about it, what were we supposed to do? It was an attack on America, so I understand that they received backlash, because that's what it is. And that is so terrible as well, but, you know, I don't know. I don't know what we were supposed to do. We were under attack, like serious attack. And it was a lot of innocent people too. But as she said, some of them were in the buildings too, on the planes too. So evil don't care. Evil does not care. So moving on. Okay, so this one is called What a Woman Must Do. And this is Ursula Rucker. I'm looking for my charger.
Ursula Rucker.
Until you walk, run, bite, a mile in her shoes, don't you dare stand in front of me and tell me what a woman must do. She must swing from chandeliers for undeserving spouses and paramours who deny her suffrage by day but crave and praise her womanly wiles by night. Good enough to fuck but not good enough to vote. She must go from the beauty of Africa to the horrors of Massa, go from titties dangling bare and shameless to being branded licentious, temptress, embarrassed, go from land of yams and heat hot to land of cash crops and seller's block, go from God names to no name to his names, now black, now inhuman, freedom stolen, family stolen, now beholden but still golden, field howling, and ain't I a woman, and ain't I a woman? What a woman must do. She must wipe away tears and reclaim strength after rape, abortion, lover's betrayal, husband's abuse, tricking to buy baby shoes. She must be called a muse, which is just a synonym for use. Put upon pedestals, dainty and protected, and because of that disrespected, Victorianized, victimized, made a paradox of famous anonymity, left to go insane with too much femininity, staring at the yellow wallpaper, her heart open, her legs open, warm and welcoming, waiting for phone calls that never come, waiting for words of appreciation that never come, waiting for equal pay that never comes. It just never comes. Waiting for love, waiting for acknowledgement, not judgment, waiting. And when seeking or achieving any place of power, reduced to labels like concubine, cunt, bitch, whore, stunt, witch, dyke, and none of those are her name, and none of those have ever been her name, your name, or my name. What a woman must do until you walk, run, bite, just 1 mile in her shoes. Don't you even dare stand in front of me and tell me what a woman must do.
She ate that, and she has a beautiful voice. She has a beautiful voice. I love it. I love it. Y'all know I'm sleepy. Yeah, she got a great voice. Okay, so now let's see. Before before I play some closeout pieces, I'm going to play this piece sent by Dewan, the poet, who is D in the comments. 2 Kid Slim. Or is it 2 Kid? Yeah, 2 Kid Slim. Okay, let's take her off of mute. Oh, you know what? I can play it from my phone. Let's play it from my phone so we can hear it. Hold on. Y'all know I get up there early in the morning. So, 1 second, please. Oh, wait. So this was, I actually got to send this. Hi, Gigi. Hi, everybody coming in. Thank you for the hearts. Yes, please continue to send hearts. Please tap, share, invite, comment, follow, all of that good stuff. Trying to sit. Why can't I? Here we go. I figured it out. Because I don't have the speakers hooked up to okay, so here we go.
Everybody else can get away with it, but God will make an example out of you. The cost of favor is isolation. Everybody else can get away with it, but God will make an example out of you. The cost of favor is isolation. You can't do what everybody else can do. The expectations are different for you. Your moves have to be calculated. When you carry in favor, your presence is too valuable to give everybody access to it. The purpose attached to you has to be handled carefully. Certain mistakes you can't afford to make, so while everybody else gets to play, you getting trained. The consequence is heavier for you, so you don't make that mistake again. Favor ain't first, so they can do it, but you can't. You got an assignment to carry out, curses to break, generations to change. You got bloodlines to save. You got a call and an answer. You can't risk not being at the phone when it rings. You get corrected so the purpose for your life has the chance to be manifested into reality. What you see as restriction is protection, so you are where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there. You can't do what they do because you're meant to lead. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Now you know what it means to be king. You got responsibility. You're not here to be seen. And when you get distracted by the bling of the jewelry, a jingle of fancy car keys, that's when you're reminded that you're here to complete an assignment. You're trying to fit in just right when you're not common and you're not allowed to act like you are. That's why they get to escape, but you get caught. That's the price to pay to learn who you are. That's the sign that you set apart. When the masses can bypass the rules, but you gotta obey, that's just God trying to explain that he carved out a path for you and show you the way. They might be able to take a shortcut, but them consequences gonna wait for you. They gonna get away with it too, but it ain't the same for you. All because you favored is some things you just can't do. Somebody else can get away with it.
I love that. She is. I need to follow her. I love that. That was really good, Dewan. Is she on? She gotta be on YouTube. She on Apple Music, I see. Oh yeah, yes, ma'am. She ripped that apart. That was the best explanation of why I can't. She just be posting on Instagram, man. Okay. That was good. That was really good. I really like that. I really like that. And I think that the fan is so cold. I'm cold. At first I was hot. But I really like that. So I think I'm going to, since you played that, I think this is a good place for me to do He Said. That's what I think. I'm going to insert that there. So He Said is a Christian piece, and it is traditional a cappella, available on all streaming platforms. And here it is. Is this He Said? Yeah, it's He Said. I told y'all I'm sleepy. Bless is the bless, and curse is the curse. Bless is the bless, and curse is the curse. He said, I see you, and I got a plan for you. Your passion, your vision, come with me and I'll show you what you gotta do. Bless is the bless and curse is the curse. Bless is the bless and curse is the curse. He said, I know you're tired and can't, oh, hold on 1 second, I can't see it. I don't know this one by heart. 1 second, I'm gonna do it over because I gotta get it so I can see it. Oh, you know what? Let's pull it up on our phone. I feel like that, the Notebook. Hold on 1 second. Intermission. Because I really don't want to mess it up. Y'all be looking at me like, ah. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to start over. Bless is the bless and curse is the curse. Bless is the bless and curse is the curse. He said, I see you and I got a plan for you. Your passion, your vision, come with me. I'll show you what you got to do. Bless is the bless and curse is the curse. He said, I know you're tired and you can't think clear. Vultures far and vultures near. Do what I say and keep your pace. You ain't got to run. Steady is this race. Bless is the bless and curse is the curse. He said, I am your energy. I cover all strife. Keep your mind on me. This is not your life. Bless is the bless and curse is the curse. He said, I keep your peace. I provide rest. Focus, lock in, tunnel vision. I always win. Bless is the bless and curse is the curse. He said, no worries, no doubt. Only faith fuels this cloud. Now go, move forward, straight to that place. No one can snatch you. I give you my grace. Bless is the bless and curse is the curse. Bless is the bless and curse is the curse. Bless is the bless and curse is the curse. He said, no, God said, I will bless those who bless you, and whosoever curses you, I will curse, and all peoples on earth will be blessed through you. Genesis 12:3. Poem. The title of that poem is He Said, and it's streaming on all platforms. Yes, only faith fuels this cloud, okay? Because you can't go nowhere without it. You're going to be stuck, Pootie. You're going to be stuck. God says move. You got to get up and move. Nichole Shirell, he said, thank you, D. Now, we have to play. Hold on. I have to go to Dewan, the poet. He has a couple pieces that I want to play. Dewan, the poet. Okay, let's see.
On the thing today, it's called If You Let Me.
If you let me.
If you let me, I'll show you the world you never knew existed. Cupid's best kept secret. I'll change my quiet ways and be the loud in every room for our love. I'll speak up for us, for you trust in me. I'll be everything you dream I'd be, but only if you let me. I'll remove those resting faces I hold so dear to smile. A smile worth melting. I'm talking that one ice cube in hell for you, but still in God's name I do. When you're feeling like the world is just too much, I'll make you forget that you're in it. Soft as a mystic rain, I'll release pain for you. I sigh over relief. I'll remove thunder for you, but only if you let me. Dear love, I've been waiting a lifetime to take the same breath as you, and I'll spend forever taking yours away. Come on the floor, come tanto more. Only if you love me, more and more and more. But only if you let me. Thank you.
So, I love how they slowly transition. Excuse me, y'all. Transition the music, because I think weren't they playing live? instrumentals. So I love how that music kind of slowly, oh, you know what? I think Mike just selected, was it instrumental? Kind of slowly incorporated that music into the piece and then got louder. Oh, it's on YouTube. Okay. And then, and Dewan just went with the flow. And if you, I'm sorry, Dewan the poet went with the flow, which is D in the comments. So if you were there, you heard him say, and I don't know if you could hear the beginning of the video, but he's saying that he wrote the piece on the way to the event on the plane. Because he flew in, I drove in. And it was a Valentine's Day theme, so we needed love poems. So yeah, so that was why he was writing love poems. Because I don't think he had many, but he ended up writing stuff that weekend to share. That was, now that's dope.
On the plane today.
See, the plane today.
If you let me.
I'm gonna replay it.
If you let me, I'll show you the world you never knew existed. Cupid's best kept secret. I'll change my quiet ways and be the loud in every room for our love. I'll speak up for us, for you trust in me. I'll be everything you dream I'd be, but only if you let me. I'll remove those resting faces I hold so dear to smile, a smile worth melting. I'm talking that one ice cube in hell for you, but still in God's name I do. When you're feeling like the world is just too much, I'll make you forget that you're in it. Soft as a mystic rain, I'll release pain for you. I sigh over leaf, I'll remove thunder for you, but only if you let me. Dear love, I've been waiting a lifetime to take the same breath as you, and I'll spend forever taking yours away. Como la flor, con tanto more, only if you love me, more and more and more, but only if you let me. Thank you.
And did you hear him speaking, what was that, French? Incorporating French all up in there. Now, that was at the Mike Gann event, and then this one is at Mac Capone's event.
Dear you, one day I'll be invited. They will cheer when I enter. Dual faces will smile again. The night will flourish. I will be ominous. I won't be ominous. One day I'll be desired. The love will be honest. The malice will exist. I'll be a treasure. I'll even be missed. Life will relinquish my mistakes and pardon me of my sins. I'll be faultless in your eyes, and it'll all create sense. Just one day, before I set sea, I'll position myself first. Take the scrapes of my past and smoke them into my future so they can only exist in ashes. I'll be the light. I'll be the shine. I'll be everything I knew I could be. I'll laugh and mean it, smile and believe it. I'll be the truth. I'll be the beacon, the heat in the cold streets you sleep in. I'll be beaming. The sun will ask to partake in our meetings. We will win again and again and again without reason. I swear to you, the world is ours for the breaking, for the sacrifice that I'm creating. I want to be a blessing forever in demonstration. Dear you, this is only the beginning. Thank you.
All right. That is Dewan the poet. He has pieces available on his Instagram page. He still has to build out his YouTube, which he will be working on. But thank you so much, Dewan. That was excellent. And we have 6 minutes left. Since we only have 6 minutes left. Okay, do you have any... Excuse me, I got a cough here. Okay. Yep. And post it. So I'm going to actually... I was going to do migraine, but I got a cough. I did the two, so, you know, we're going to just go ahead and let that ride, and I'll do migraine next week. But what I will do, since we only have 5 minutes, let me go to my YouTube and see what we have in our bag. Okay, hold on. Let's see if I added anything of mine. And of course I did not. So I'm gonna play Lost. I'm gonna play Lost, which is short.
In a world where opinions matter, I find myself struggling for air or even a sentence that cares. After spending so much time shouting for those rights were wrong, or is that wrong was right, I find myself struggling without a mantra to fight. I thought as long as I had something to say, my voice carried, held weight, and would never leave, never stray. Minutes pass, days don't last, filled with memories fade. Trapped in this void, last tired alone, but definitely not alone. Destiny escapes, threatened by eternal mistakes, so close but so far away. I find myself thinking, don't give up. Truth is, I never stopped believing. I just became tired of those thieving. I only care about myself, missing the point, or maybe that is the point. It's not that. Tired of keeping this under a hat. Lost in thought, silent planning, regaining momentum, sticking to the commitment. I'm Nichole Shirell.
So the beat goes so well with the beat, lovely. It does. And so that beat is by C100, which is also my brother, who is a beat producer. So that is a beat that's Lost is streaming on all platforms, but I love that. Like that, it went so well with that track. I really do love that. And then I will also play, I guess I'll do Muse. And that may take us on out. Oh, this is like my favorite part. Kane Carter is the engineer on this. I saw you from across the room. Okay. And so she incorporated, I just kind of told her what I wanted, and she incorporated the, the footsteps, the crowded room, oh my God, that intro is perfect. I love that intro. Excuse me, I saw you from across the room. Immediately I became enthused. I have one question. Will you be my muse? I'm here seeking inspiration for this love poem I find hard to write. Words just escape no matter the time, day or night. Considering other options, laugh out loud, there are none. My heart knows what it wants. Funny how many souls flock, but bam, in a room of 20, turned into only one. I know you're shocked, but those eyes and that smile, sweetly resting on your face, so irresistible. Tell me you're curious, and maybe you're wondering if you should run. Don't worry, there's no need for anyone to catch a case. Just answer me and let me know. I think you're my last hope. I implore. I don't need more time, I don't want to explore. Will you be my muse? Please disregard the pushiness. This longing I feel for you, it hits different, nothing compares. I just want you, be my muse. It could hurt, but not in a bad way. Trust the process, and the callous heart and heart will never wait. I'm here seeking inspiration for this love poem I find hard to write. Words just escape no matter the time, day or night. I saw you from across the room. Immediately I became enthused. I have one question. Will you be my muse? On. And we have 10 o'clock. Perfect. I think next week, if there was a track that I did tonight, next week I'm going to do it to the instrumental. We won't use any words. We're going to go ahead and do, give a presentation the correct way. And don't get me wrong, just because I do it to the instrumental does not mean that I think everybody does. I think you should be comfortable when you perform. You make it your own, you do the best you can, and have fun. So that is it. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. This space is called the Poets List. It is Tuesday and Thursday. Every Tuesday and Thursday exclusively on TikTok. Follow me so that you don't miss any streams, so you get updated information. The replay will be available on YouTube, and that channel is Nicholeshirell The Vault, so you can catch replays from previous all the way up until today. Well, it may not be all the way. I think we have about 4 episodes. I think that's right. Oh yeah, they may all be on there then. So this week's is not posted. So that's it, guys. Have a good night, and I will see you next week. Thank you.